The wisdom of life. A story of spiritual development. In a remote mountain settlement, there lived a wise old man, Alexander, who was known for the simplicity and tranquility that exuded from his life. People from the surrounding villages often visited him to seek guidance or advice. The old man never hesitated to share his experience, but always allowed others to discover the answers within themselves, guiding them in the most calm and humble way. One day, a young man, Dimitris, traveled from his distant village to find Alexander. His soul was full of doubts and questions. He wanted to find meaning in his life and understand how to cope with the difficulties that presented themselves to him on a daily basis. He was young and impatient and had the belief that life had to be full of success and recognition to be worthwhile. But despite his outward confidence, his inner restlessness led him on a quest that seemed endless. Once he arrived at the old man's hut, Dimitri immediately asked, "Tell me, wise Alexander, what is the secret of true happiness? How can one succeed in life and feel fulfilled?" His words came out of his heart, full of insecurity and expectation. Alexander looked at him kindly and said, "Follow me and I will show you." The old man and Dimitris walked together for several hours in the forest, enjoying the peaceful atmosphere of nature. The sun was beginning to set, and its light gave a magical atmosphere around them. When they reached a small hill overlooking the surrounding area, Alexander stopped and said to Dimitris, "What do you see ahead of you?" Dimitris looked around and replied, "I see a vast landscape, mountains and plains. The sky is full of clouds, and the sun is setting behind the mountains." "Very well," said the old man. "Now, imagine that this landscape is your life. The mountains represent the difficulties and challenges you encounter. The plains are the calm and easy times. The sky is your thoughts and feelings, and the setting sun is your passing time." Dimitri looked at him, embarrassed. "And how can I manage these difficulties? How can I find happiness in the midst of it all?" Alexander smiled at him and answered in a calm voice, "Happiness is not found in avoiding difficulties, but in accepting them and being able to manage them wisely. As the sun sets and rises again every day, so the moments in life come and go. True wisdom comes when you understand that life is not a constant search for success or material prosperity. It is a journey of discovery and balance between external events and your inner peace." Dimitri thought about the old man's words, but he still wasn't sure. "And how can I reach this balance?" Alexander stood up and with a wave of his hand indicated the forest around them. "Listen to the trees. Notice the water in the river. Everything works in its own rhythm and natural way. Not rushing, not trying to be anything other than what they are. You must learn to live with the natural rhythm of your being, to accept your feelings, your failures and successes, and not seek external recognition. When you do the right thing and live with love and respect for yourself and others, then life will reveal its wisdom to you." Dimitri, full of thought, turned to the elder and asked, "What is the first step to finding my balance?" Alexander replied in one simple sentence, "Start with acceptance. Accept yourself as you are, and let life guide you in its own way." Dimitris remained silent for a few minutes, realizing the truth of the old man's words. Accepting himself, as well as the circumstances that surrounded him, was the first step he had to take. He realized that inner peace could not be achieved by achieving external goals, but by reconciliation with himself and the world around him. As he watched the sun set behind the mountains, Dimitri felt a sense of peace wash over him. He had made the decision to begin his journey towards inner discovery, in tune with nature and the natural rhythms of life. The lesson of history. Happiness is not found in seeking external success or recognition, but in accepting ourselves and continuing to strive to live with love, respect, and balance. True wisdom comes when we learn to live with honesty towards ourselves and accept challenges as an integral part of our journey.